Welcome to Coach Business. I'm your host and coach, Caryn Gillen, and I'm glad you're here. Here's what's funny. I had a whole episode recorded for today, and my assistant, Erin, just messaged and said, there's no audio. So sometimes you have to do things twice to get it right. And that's just the way it works. And I'm down with that. So I want to use this as an opportunity to say more than I was going to even say before. The initial episode was titled Host Something because I wanted to really emphasize that you have to give people something to bounce off of for them to know they want to work with you, for them to get on your list. Like you got to take the lead somewhere and put something out there for people to sign up for. And, like this podcast, I'm hosting this podcast for you. And next month in my membership, Comfortable in Business, I am basically having an entire February freebie fest, which I am hosting for you if you want to go. And for those of you who have my course, Lead Your Profit, you get the whole month free if you want to join us. DM me, email me, I'll give you your coupon code. And if you're in my free Facebook group that I'm retiring on February 7th, you also have a little something. So any of those people, reach out. I got a little something for you. But you have to give people something to show up for, right? Like so many times. And I was just being interviewed on a podcast that hasn't come out yet earlier this week. And she said, is there any one last thing you want to leave people with? It was a podcast for entrepreneurs, wellness entrepreneurs. And what I said was, you are entitled to nothing. So let's let's take it from there. I am entitled to nothing either. We're entitled to nothing just because we chose to show up here and be in business and put up a website and get coach training, right? That doesn't entitle us for clients to come to us. That doesn't entitle us to anything. What that entitles us to is either the choice to show up and do the work and like host some stuff and get people to join us, or we can go get other jobs. We can go do something else, right? But to be in business is to lead. And leadership is uncomfortable, but so is everything else. So I'm just like, let's just do it this way. But beyond hosting something, I want to talk about what's happening organically kind of as the month of January has rolled on. I had the opportunity to look behind the scenes of a bunch of people's businesses and figure out that they need to have a freebie. Not only do they need to have a freebie, they need to have a nurture sequence. And not only that, they need to know how to use them. So many people have freebies that aren't working, not because the freebie's bad, but because they don't know what to do with it. And if that's you, you're invited to join us in Comfortable in Business next month because we're going to spend the entire month doing lots of things to teach you how to use it, how to create it, how to make the nurture sequence, how to do all the stuff so that it can actually work for you. It's hosting something. Creating a freebie is hosting something. So if you want to join us, I hope you come in for the month. It's going to be good. We're going to have not only what we usually have in Comfortable in Business, which is 2 coaching calls and a workshop every month, including a Facebook community and a Voxer broadcast with me, but we're also going to add co-working so you can come in and do the work. One of the things I'm hearing from a lot of practitioners is that in 2025, people don't want information and they don't want just talking heads. They want a place to go and do the work. They want to know that if they sign up for your program is actually going to help them complete something, preferably a done with you. There's co-working time where the thing can actually happen, where they can come together with other people who are doing the work and then the work can get done, right? Otherwise, we end up with notebooks and notebooks full of great ideas that never happen. I want your freebie and I want you to be able to host something and have it actually happen. I want your great idea to get you a client in February, like preferably early February. So I don't have a whole lot I want to say today. I really just want to invite you to join us. I'm not trying to do a big launch process. I just want you to know that if you don't have a freebie, you need one. And if anyone's telling you freebies are dead and newsletter lists don't work anymore, they just don't know how to use them. And we need to be marketing beyond the one note of social media. It's not enough. It's not enough just to show up on social media and think that then that's going to make our whole business work. It is a great component. It is not everything. And it goes away. TikTok went away, right? People freaked out. I saw my friend's 18-year-old on Instagram. Haven't seen her there forever. Haven't seen her there since either because TikTok got turned back on. But you don't control that other stuff. You control your list. You control your freebie. You control what you host. If you are great at running a class and asking questions and doing live coaching, you can host that. If you are great at training people at a certain thing, you can host that. Host something. I'm going to host Freebie Fest February inside of Comfortable in Business, and you're invited. But what are you going to host? What are you going to show up and put out there and say, this is worth coming to? This is worth telling your friends about. Because that's the point. We don't just host stuff, create freebies, have workshops, create webinars. We don't do that just to check it off the box and say, but I did it, but I'm in online business, so I'm doing all the things. That's not how it works. You have to actually put your guts into it. I want to see your guts in your offers. I want to have that felt experience of like, oh my God, I actually need that. I need to go and do that. I'm signing up for that. That's what we want for you. That's what you want for your people. We don't want to just put stuff out there to put stuff out there. That's kind of like wasteful, right? So, my challenge here, and with coaching, here's how challenges work: you say yes, no, or you make me a counteroffer. I challenge you to make something worth sharing in February. You can come do it in Comfortable in Business with me, or you can do it on your own. Up to you. But make something worth sharing and share it in February. So, do you accept? Do you want to give me a counteroffer? Or are you just rejecting the idea entirely, which is fine? But if you're a coach and you're in business, I hope that's not true. I hope that you're accepting the challenge of making something worth sharing, making something valuable, making something impactful for your people in February. Because when you make things that impact others, it will impact you. You're not entitled to anything. But if you do make an impact, you'll feel it. And usually in some pretty good ways. Or, I guess there's all kinds of impact, but you've got this. Okay. And if you don't know what I mean by freebie or opt in, DM me, let's talk, because that means you probably need one even more. And if you have any feedback about podcast episodes that you would love to hear, hit me up. I'd love to hear it. I'm bringing live coaching podcasts back. I've got to get a few recorded so I can get them out to you, but I know that you love them. I will keep them coming. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for this very impromptu episode time and this area where I got to plug my beautiful membership for coaches who are on their way to consistent 5K months and really remind all of us, myself included, I am entitled to nothing. You are entitled to nothing. It's our job to go out there and make an impact. So let's do it. Let's actually do it. Let's put our guts into it. All right, y'all, have a great day. Send this to a friend. I want you to share this podcast. We got to grow the listenership here. It's time. Thank you. Bye bye.